everyone! So today I'm doing a cushion foundation review, and I'm not gonna lie, this one was a little bit of a stretch for me, and I will explain why. So now that I have piqued your curiosity, let's just jump into what I am reviewing today. So the reason why I was so hesitant to get this was because this little was expensive. This is the YSL cushion Encre de Peau, and this is the Fusion Ink Cushion Foundation. So this is like the Fusion Ink Foundation in a cushion form. I got this while I was in Korea, and it was like 80 bucks, I think. I bought it from the duty free in Shinsegae, and yeah, I mean, it's an expensive cushion, but it's YSL, and for me personally, I have such a soft spot for YSL. So I'm gonna be doing a review of this as my typical first impressions go. I'm not wearing any foundation. Well, of course I'm not wearing any foundation. I'm not wearing any primer. I'm not gonna use any concealer. I'm not gonna set this with a powder. And we're gonna see how this wears throughout the day as I check in with you guys and show you how it's wearing. So some background information. I'm about usually an NC 20 to 25. I might be a little bit tan right now since it is the summertime, so maybe closer to an NC 25 to a 30. The shade that I'm using is shade 40, which I'm hoping this isn't too dark. I didn't really get the opportunity to test it out in the store. The long story short, just kind of a cliff note version of what happened is I had the worst sales associate helping me, and so when I was on the actual duty-free floor, I was looking at it for like 15 minutes. I walked away, came back, I was like, yeah, I want one, and then she's like, oh yeah, we're sold out, and I was like, you just saw me stand here for like 15 minutes looking at this, and you didn't care to tell me that this was sold out, and when I was talking to you about this cushion. So they didn't have them there, and then I was on a wild goose chase, and then when I finally found the shades, I was in a hurry at that point, so I just kind of had to ask the sales associate which one she thought would fit my skin. So I ended up with shade 40, and I kind of tried to shoot a little bit darker than I thought I'd be since it is summertime and I wanted to get my use out of this guy since it was so dang expensive. So now that I've gone way too far into my whole story, my history with this cushion already, let's go ahead and jump into applying it on my skin. I also have dry skin, by the way. Okay, so I don't annoy the crap out of you guys. Let me pull my hair back. This is what my skin looks like right now. I've got some dark under eye circles that I need to deal with. Also, I've got like a teeny tiny little mark here from a pimple that I have that is healing, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I've got some redness around like my nose and kind of like up here, but kind of I always have that, let's face it. So this is supposed to be about a medium coverage, and this is supposed to also be really good for those of you guys who have oily skin because it's supposed to keep oil at bay for the most part. So the puff itself feels pretty much like an air puff to me. It doesn't feel too much different. This is what the, guys, I can't get enough of this, how this looks though. I mean, it's freaking beautiful. So, moment of silence. Okay, so I hope that matches. It looks a tad too dark, but we're going to see. So, oh, this is so painful to do. Ooh. The puff has been officially defaced. Okay, so now I'm gonna apply this on my skin, so let me get you in nice and close. Okay, so it's not too... Actually, that's a pretty dang close match to my skin. So actually me going a shade darker kind of worked out in my favor since I'm a little bit tanner. This is beautiful already. Like, can you guys see the coverage of it is really nice. It's blending in like a dream. Like, I don't feel like I'm having to really go at it. And since I do tend to go for more natural looking cushions versus the really super dewy glossy kind of foundations, this looks pretty dang nice. So far. Better be nice for how much I paid for it. Okay, so now I have half of my skin covered, or half of my face covered. This side has the foundation on it, and this side has no foundation on it. So this looks amazing so far. Didn't take me that long to blend it in. The scent of it, it's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's really light, but it smells like grass. What? Not sure what we're going with here, YSL, but let's go ahead and finish the application on the rest of my face. Okay, so now I have the YSL Le Cushion Encre de Peau all over my skin. Guys, I really like this, and I'm kind of cringing saying that because it was so pricey. I know I'm emphasizing the price a lot, but to be completely honest, I get hesitant presenting these type of products to you guys because they are quite expensive, but this looks so beautiful. Now, it doesn't look super dewy, but it does have a bit of a glow to it. But on my dry skin, it looks really nice. And honestly, I feel like oily skin people would be okay with this as well. And it was just so easy to blend onto my skin. I didn't feel like I had to repeatedly press onto my skin to get it to blend out. The color is a really good match for my skin at the moment. And I also like that it doesn't feel too heavy. I don't feel like my face is really caked up considering that this has a pretty good coverage. So I'd say it's about a medium coverage, maybe a little bit like a medium to high coverage for a cushion foundation. So far I am really digging this cushion. So in typical fashion, I'm going to show you guys close-ups of what this looks like in the artificial lighting that I'm in now, as well as natural sunlight, and check in with you guys throughout the day. So let's jump on to that. Okay guys, so I'm back and I have had these YSL Le Cushion Encre de Peau on my skin for about 4 hours now. I have to say, looks pretty dang good, you guys. I can't really see anywhere where it's wearing off visibly, maybe a little bit under my eyes it is creasing a little bit, but that's just kind of what happens all the time with like concealer and stuff like that, unless I like set it with a powder. I actually kind of forgot I had makeup on today because sometimes, like half the week I probably don't wear makeup and then the other half I do when I'm like filming and stuff. So I caught myself like wiping my face and I was like, ugh, but it didn't really move the foundation around too much, so that's really, really nice. I do kind of see it creasing around my nose and kind of in my smile line a teeny tiny bit, nothing too crazy, but so far I'm really impressed with this. I love the shade of this. I think it looks really, really natural on my skin, and overall it just feels really comfortable. Like I said, I wiped my face because I forgot I had foundation on, so it doesn't feel heavy at all. So I love that it gives me good coverage. I don't feel like my under eye circles or any redness around my face is peeping out at all, so I love that it gives me that coverage without feeling heavy. So I will jump in now and give you guys some close-ups so you guys can see what my skin looks like. Hey guys, so it is the end of the night of me trying this YSL Le Cushion Encre de Peau cushion foundation in the shade 40, and overall I have to say I really, really like this cushion foundation. And I've had this foundation on my skin for about 12 hours now, and I have to say my skin looks pretty good. Like, I think a lot of it has faded, but my experience throughout the day was very, very pleasant. I mean, this guy lasted a super, super long time, and considering I didn't use a powder or concealer or any type of primer, I can't even imagine how amazing this stuff would be. Now, I kind of wanted to not like it because it was so expensive, but unfortunately, I really like it. I love the coverage. I love how natural it feels. I love how natural it looks. It doesn't feel heavy, doesn't cake up, doesn't really crease throughout the day. I mean, it just looks phenomenal. I mean, and I do appreciate that they make more colors for those of you guys who have tanner skin or darker skin, so that's obviously really nice. So if you're looking to try this cushion foundation, I would definitely recommend it. It's amazing and I love it. I wish it at least came with a refill because it doesn't even come with a refill. But yeah, it definitely kept me pretty shine free throughout the day. The finish stayed pretty matte and my skin didn't get any dry patches, which is pretty astonishing for me considering I have such dry skin. So usually matte type of cushion foundations or foundations tend to give me little dry patches. So highly recommend this if you're looking into it or if you're looking to try luxury cushion foundation. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, and as always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!